All right, let's see. In what ways are you managing your mental health?
Meditate.
That's nice, huh? You can do that? 'Cause I feel like a lot of people feel like they have like a hard time sitting, like silence, like you do like the yoga.
I mean, from what I hear, there's different. I mean, I don't hum when I do it, but yeah, I can like just sit in silence as long as my neighbors allow me to. Yeah, and just get my thoughts together and such.
And what does it do for you? Like, what do you feel after you finish meditating?
What I used to do when I, well, my last job is I would meditate every day before I went to work, like literally in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just, get myself ready for that 12-hour shift. Figure out who I'm going to be working with, and then I would just tell myself what to expect when I'm walking. Like, hey, you're dealing with so and so today. You got to mentally prepare yourself to deal with their attitudes, whatever else you have to deal with. And then sometimes I think about, like, when I'm in my own personal space, like my house or something, meditating. I want to say I try to meditate the beginning of every work week. You know what I'm saying? I think about what I want to do this week with work, what I want to do.
So you start manifesting, like a vision board, but without the vision board.
I do that, I want to say maybe once every 2 weeks I manifest. But as far as just meditating, I may do it for like maybe 5 minutes in the morning, every morning. But then again, for the week, like I think about how my week's gonna go. I think about how I want my month to go. At certain points, I think about how I want my day to go. So I'm constantly meditating.
Okay. My answer would be finding a silver lining in everything.
I'm sorry to laugh. That is so you. I'm glad you know that.
Yeah, I'm a positive person, right? So ever since my accident, right, once again, to me, I almost met death. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of situations in life ain't that big to me, right? So, and you always gotta just look at it like the whole saying, it always could be worse, right? You can literally always find a worse situation than your situation. So if you ain't end up homeless, bankrupt, something dramatic like that, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have the resources to get out of it. Now, you may have to do a little bit more work, might have to set you back a little bit, but ultimately it's not that bad. So I feel like if you try to find a silver lining, a positive in any situation you're in, ultimately it'll help your mental health because you'll stay more on the positive side than falling down like the dark rabbit hole.
So you never I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So you never had a situation where you just be like, yo, why you let this happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like every situation that you had since your accident, you're just.
I try to learn from it, right? So, like from my accident, what I got out of it was like, to me, that was my wild days when I was running the streets, just in general, right? Like mentality wise, right? So I just felt like it was like God's way of slowing me down, sitting me down. You know what I'm saying? To me, I came to like the realization, I'm like, yo, everything could have been over. So I didn't feel like I achieved what I wanted. I didn't have my daughter then. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to like pay attention to my surroundings, at least what it means to me. Like, I know, let's say I'm driving, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I see 3 cops in like a 3-minute span, I think it's time for me to stay in the house today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a warning.
Yeah, so it's like I try to pay attention to stuff as far as like cues like that. But yeah, I definitely try, like I said, the silver lining, if you try to find the positive. It may be hard, but I feel like trying to be happy is a little bit, it's worth it.
Good for you.
Thank you.
All right.